Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about Forex Reserve of India. But why? Why this topic? Because India's Forex Reserve have now crossed the $500 billion mark for the first time in the history of India. That's really a big news. But again, before coming to our main topic, let's discuss something about Forex Reserve. What is this? These are external assets held on reserve by a central bank, for example RBI in case of India, in foreign currencies which can include bond, treasury bills and other government securities. Now, we know that dollar is the dominant currency all over the globe. That's why most foreign exchange reserves are held in US dollar. There are basically four components of India's Forex Reserve: foreign currency assets, gold reserve, special drawing rights, and reserve position with the International Monetary Fund. Gold reserve we all know. We will discuss only about other three. Foreign currency assets, FCA. It is the largest component of Forex Reserve. It is expressed in dollar terms. For simplicity, we can simply understand whatever dollar India has. That is basically foreign currency assets. Then coming to special drawing rights, SDR. It is an international reserve asset created by IMF in 1969. Why? To supplement its member countries' official reserve. It is neither a currency nor a claim on IMF. The question comes, if it's not a currency nor a claim, how its value is calculated? Then it is weighted average of 5 major currencies: US dollar, euro, Japanese yen, Chinese yuan and British pound. Then we have reserve position with the International Monetary Fund. Friends, we have already discussed in our previous lectures that every member country of IMF is required to deposit a certain amount with the International Monetary Fund, in which 25% to be deposited in gold and 75% in domestic currency. So in this, that 25% that India is depositing with IMF, that is known as gold tranche, and the 75% in domestic currency is known as credit tranche. So it is basically an emergency account that IMF members can access at any time without agreeing to condition or paying a service fee. So you don't require to pay a service fee to access that account. Now coming to the big news. India's foreign exchange reserve have now crossed the $500 billion mark for the first time in Indian history. And according to Reserve Bank of India, the reserve have reached this billion mark by increasing of $8.22 billion within a week. Last week it was around 493 point something, but within a week such a steady rise has occurred. It's really a matter of cheer for all Indians. But everybody has a question in his mind that why Forex reserve are rising despite the slowdown in Indian economy. So if we give a statement for this, we can one line we can say, Forex reserve are continuing to register high level. This is reflecting the stronger external situation of the economy, because we have enough foreign reserve to have the import bill of next 1 year. That means we can cover the next 1 year import bill with this amount of Forex reserve. Second is, there has been a rise in for investment in foreign portfolio investor in Indian stocks and FDI. Moreover, fall in crude oil prices. And last but not the least, overseas remittance and foreign travel have fallen steeply. That also contribute significantly in the foreign exchange. What is the significance of this rising Forex reserve? So one thing that everybody should know, that adequate Forex reserve are a key for a healthy economy. Why? Because it gives the much needed cushion to the economy in the event of an economic crisis to support the import. Because in 1991 the problem that India faces was that it was having only around a week only a weak foreign reserve that it can spend for next 7 days to buy oil. After 7 days, it was not having money to buy anything from outside. And now, at this juncture, we are having such a high forex reserve that we can utilize it for the next 1 year. It's really wonderful. Question comes, what does the RBI do with this forex reserve? So RBI basically RBI basically intervene in forex market to balance the volatility in currency market. RBI can also sometimes, however, the situation is not so that has forced RBI to do so, but it can use its forex kitty for the orderly movement of rupee if required. Whenever we say revaluation and devaluation, so under those situations, RBI can utilize the forex reserve. Then we have question that where are India's forex reserve kept? So there is a well-defined framework policy laid down in RBI Act 1934, which gives the entire parameters of currency instrument, issuer and counterparties. So it's basically a theoretical part. 64% of the foreign currency reserve is held in securities like treasury bills of foreign countries, mainly the US. 28% is deposited in foreign central banks. 7.4% is also deposited in commercial banks abroad. So this is as per RBI data. We also have 653.01 ton of gold as of March 2020. With 360.71 ton being held overseas in safe custody with Bank of England and Bank for International Settlement, while remaining gold is held domestically. So this is all data. Now question comes, is there any cost involved in maintaining forex reserve? So the first line explains everything about it. The return on India's forex reserve kept in foreign central bank and commercial bank is negligible. While the RBI has not divulged the return on forex instrument, analysts say it could be around 1% or even less than that, considering the falling interest rate in US and Eurozone. So government don't get any interest on that, we can simply say. However, it's like a caution in the time of uncertainty. This is same we have understood. So that's all about forex reserve. Hope you like the video, and if you have any queries regarding forex reserve, feel free to comment in the comment section. I will definitely reply. And if you have doubt in any other section, any other particular topic, do write in the comment section. We will definitely make an amazing video for you. Do subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.